Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 11 of the Cleveland Indians franchise here on MLB The Show 21 for the PlayStation 5. Now today we're going to take a back seat from our Major League club because the AA Akron Rubber Ducks have their opening day today, so we thought we'd check out the Rubber Ducks just like how we checked out AAA in the third edition of Down on the Farm. So if you're excited for this one, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. Now, there are a couple of prospects to look out for in AA, the top one being Tyler Freeman, a second base shortstop prospect who potentially could be Francisco Lindor's replacement. He's probably our top player down there with the Rubber Ducks. Also at the middle infield spot, there's another shortstop, Brian Rocchio, a 19-year-old 68 overall B potential from Venezuela, who last year was actually stuck in Venezuela due to COVID, so he didn't really play any sort of baseball for us last year. Switch hitter at bats at 19 years old with pretty solid contact already. Then there's outfield prospect George Valera, the 20-year-old from New York. He is probably our top outfield prospect, maybe in all of the organization. He's got very solid stats across the board, just needs a little bit more development. And then probably our top prospect in AA with the highest potential is Kirk McCarty, a relief pitcher, 7th round pick from 2017 out of Southern Miss. He is a lefty in the bullpen who has arguably the highest ceiling with a nice fastball to boot. Now, our starting pitcher for opening day will be Lenny Torres, a righty from New York as well, standing at 6'1", 20 years of age. He throws a fastball, curveball, changeup, and a two-seamer. Now, we will be playing the Binghamton Rumble Ponies in our opening day, which they are the AA affiliate of the Mets, so I thought I'd take a look at some of their prospects. Their top prospect being Matthew Allen, a potential 20-year-old starting pitcher who is actually the number 35 prospect in baseball. He is not listed as the starting pitcher for today's game, but he is their top prospect in AA. Then also number 50 prospect Ronnie Mauricio, another shortstop prospect, who at 18 years old is also a switch hitter. He got 6'3" size for a shortstop and only 18 years old. He's very raw, pretty solid defensively, but a very high ceiling as well. Now, the listed starter for the Rumble Ponies is Thomas Zapuki, who has a great curveball, but a little bit of an injury history. And he's already 24, so he's trying to make or break it today. But we are here at Canal Park, the home of the Akron Rubber Ducks. That is their actual ballpark. I told you I'd be using real ballparks today for AA opening day. We got a packed crowd here in Akron as we see the pitchers take them out. Here is the lineup for both squads, just so you want to take a peek at them real quick. And Lenny Torres will get us started against Carlos Cortez, who a full count pitch swings through the curveball, So Lenny Torres gets it out number one. And that brings us to Ronnie Mauricio, the number 50 prospect in baseball. He's also got a full count and he's swinging through a changeup. So Torres goes back-to-back strikeouts. And then Williams up next will flare one into left, but it will be caught. So Torres gets a 1-2-3 first. Now, the Rumble Ponies actually going with the switch up. Allen was not listed as a starter, but we actually will see Matthew Allen today. So the number 39 prospect in baseball will be on the mound for the Rumble Ponies. Here's Tyler Freeman in the first inning. 1-2, cannot check his swing, so Allen gets through 1-2-3 in the first. And in the second, Torres also goes 1-2-3, gets the man to fly out to left. So both pitchers off to a solid start. Bottom two now, Daniel Johnson at the plate with one out. He draws a full count walk, so he will take his base. But 2 outs now to Brian Lavastida, and he will fly out to center field to end the second. Top 3 now, Torres still on the mound, still doing what Torres has been doing. That is another 1-2-3 inning. So Lenny Torres, 3 solid strong, no hits given up through that span. But bottom 3, we can't get any hits as well as Rocio will walk, bringing up Andrew. Up next, 0-1. He's actually going to take off for second and steal second base. So can't get any hits. So how about we try to manufacture a run? Later in the at-bat, full count is hit right to the shortstop Mauricio, who fields it and throws him out. So we are scoreless through 3. Top 4 now, Ronnie Mauricio is at the plate. 2-2, hits it deep to right, but it's caught out there. Still no hits given up by Torres. And then Mason Williams up next hits one to almost the exact same spot, just a little deeper, but it's still caught out there. Bottom 4, Daniel Johnson back at the plate. He's going to ground one to the second baseman as both teams still struggling to get hits. Pitchers duel so far here in Akron, as in the top of the first, the very top of the fifth, the very first batter finally gets a base hit for the Rumble Ponies. He will take first base. That'll bring up Jeremy Vasquez 1-1, and he flares it over the glove of Bryant at shortstop. So the Rumble Ponies now, who couldn't get a hit all day, have back-to-back singles. Adrian Hernandez up next, though, swings through the curveball, leaning towards his 5th strikeout. And then Khalil Lee up next pops it up into left field, where that one will be caught out there for out number 2, as Torres starts to settle back in. 0-1 now to Francisco Alvarez, and he gets underneath it into shallow right field, but it will be caught. So despite the 2 hits, still a scoreless top of the 5th. Bottom 5 now, Connor Maribel takes to the plate. He will draw a leadoff walk. Allen's had a couple of walks today. And then Brian LaVista up next. He grounds it back to the pitcher Allen, who fields it. But now we have a runner in scoring position. Can we bring him home? Jonathan Lopez, first pitch swinging right at him with 2 away. And that actually does end the 5th. So top 6 now. Nobody's able to really get some hits, so the Rumble Ponies are going to try to lay down some bunts. There is a bunt single, which brings up the top of the order, and he will walk as well. So the Rumble Ponies with probably their best chance to score. And Ronnie Mauricio is at the plate. They're actually going to try to bunt the runners over, but it is misfielded, and everybody is safe. So bases loaded, nobody out. It's probably our best chance for a scoring opportunity. As this one, Mason Williams hits to the first baseman. He is thrown out, but the Rumble Ponies get the first run in the top of the 6th, making it 1-0. Will Toffee up next. He strikes out on a 2-seamer down and in. That is a big-time strikeout. Now they need a base hit to bring in some more runs, and this one's hit deep to center. Center fielder going back at the track, and it's caught. So Rumble Ponies get 1 in the top of the 6th. So the Rubber Ducks, their turn to try to answer. Brian Rocchio will step to the plate. He's 1 for 1 today with that single back in the first. And here we go, bottom 6. He gets a first pitch and hits a deep right field, and actually bounces over the wall for a ground rule double. So he's on second. Next batter will ground to the second baseman, but he will advance to third. So 1 out for Tyler Freeman, who slaps it to right field. This one will be caught, but Brian Rocchio's got some speed, so they're going to test the arm, and he will tag up safely. So both teams get 1 across here in the 6th. George Valera up next, who's 0 for 2 on the day, will ground out to make it 0 for 3. But both teams punch home a run in the 6th. And we'll go top 7 now, where Giancarlos Mejia will step onto the mound for Akron, a 6'5", 24-year-old right-handed reliever. 0-2 to Francisco Alvarez with 2 away, and he blasts one straight down the line. That is a solo shot. Francisco Alvarez breaks the tie again. The international free agent from Venezuela back in 2018, who actually signed a $2.7 million signing bonus. So the Mets obviously think highly of Francisco Alvarez, showing a little bit of a glimpse there as to why. Next batter, though, will line out right to the left fielder, so Rumble Ponies get 1 here in the top of the 7th. And it's Akron's turn to try to answer again. Daniel Johnson, very first batter, singles up the middle. Allen still on the mound. That is pitch 88. And he will be pulled after that base hit. And instead, they're going to bring in Junior Santos, 6'8". This is a tall boy at only 19 years old. He will take to the mound for the Rumble Ponies. Now 2 outs, Brian LaVista at the plate. He will strike out looking. So Junior Santos gets the job done in the bottom of the 7th. And we're going to go top 8 now, where Kirk McCarty, our top reliever prospect who we mentioned, will take to the mound. 1 away to Ronnie Mauricio. And Mauricio will hit this one to deep right field, actually slicing away from the right fielder, and it's going to get down. Mauricio's got some speed. He's going to round second, head for third, and he will slide in just ahead of the tag. So a 1-out triple for the Rumble Ponies. Mason Williams up next. He's going to try a suicide squeeze. It does work. He will be thrown out at first, but the Rumble Ponies will bring Mauricio home, now making it 3-1. Will Toffee's up next. 0-1 pitch. He flies out to right field. But now Akron is down by 2 with only 2 innings to go. They need a little bit more offense here, and they're going to bring in Jared Robinson to try to counteract that, the 25-year-old righty. His first batter, Gavin Collins, will first pitch swing, and he'll hit it down the line. So a leadoff single into left field for Akron. A little later in the at-bat now, 1 out for Brian Rocchio, who hits it deep to center, and it will fall in there for a bloop single. So now 2 runners on. He is the tying run at first. One away for Andrew, and he strikes out on the high fastball. He can see the frustration. There goes the bat. That's going to bring up Tyler Freeman with a clutch opportunity for a hit. He hits it straight to center, and it's over the center fielder's head. One run will come around. The second run rounding third will come home as well, and Tyler Freeman showing why he is one of our top prospects with a 2 RBI double to straightaway center. Stephen Tarpley will now come into the mound. He actually had some appearances in the Major League Club last year. Did not fare so well, but you can see his stats there. George Vlare, though, will ground out to end the bottom of the 8th, but Akron comes back and ties it thanks to Tyler Freeman. McCarthy stays in the top of the 9th, where he will walk the first batter Vasquez on a questionable pitch. Nonetheless, he will take first base. Khalil Lee now with 1 out, though, and this will be a 6-4, not 3 double play as he beats out the throw to first. So they got runner on first with 2 outs, and here is Francisco Alvarez back up to the plate. 2-0 to Alvarez. He gets jammed on a fastball, and it's flown out to right field, which means Akron has a chance to win it in the bottom of the 9th. However, they will go down 1-2-3. So we're going to extras here in our Double-A opening day. Remember, extra innings, the rule. Runner is now starting off on second base, and Binghamton will try to bunt him over, and actually works again. So everybody is safe. Runners on the corners, no outs. Batter Carlos Cortez grounds it to Freeman. Runner doesn't advance because the infield was playing in, and Freeman with a heads-up play tags the runner and gets a double play. That is a huge 2 outs, as now Mauricio lines out to first, and Binghamton brings nobody home. So after a beautiful opportunity to score, they get nothing. So now it's Akron's turn to try to do something with the runner. They're going to do the exact same thing. They're going to bunt him over to third. So all they need is a base hit. And they're going to bring in Alex Call to pinch hit. Jonathan Lopez was up next, but he is a lefty. They want a righty on lefty matchup here. 0-2, and he hits one into center. It drops. Runner on third comes home, and the throw is not in time. The Akron Rubber Ducks win in 10 innings, 4-3, and a thriller of Double-A opening day. What a way to start off their season as Alex Call comes in clutch with a pinch hit single, and Akron wins 4-3. Brian Rocchio was your player of the game. He never got out in this one. And the Akron Rubber Ducks start off 1-0. Back up now to the Major League Club. The Indians had a series against the Royals that started, and they win their first game of the series in extras as well. 7-4 against Kansas City, who is off to a very slow start at a 7-22 record. As you can see the stats here, and this is actually a 4-game series, so in Game 2 we actually win that one as well. 5-2 now, as we had 5 runs on 5 hits. Naylor and Gamble went yard, and Yu Chang also punched home 2, and their only offense was Gallagher with a 2-run homer. Game 3, before we get there, though, the Orioles claim Beau Burrows off waivers. Another small move, but he's getting kind of passed around the league, so I thought it was kind of funny that he got claimed once again. And then in Game 3, we do drop to the Kansas City Royals 4-2. So we're going to go into game number 4, which is the one we will play of the series, with a chance to take the series, as Allen pitched a good game, just got the loss. So next episode, it'll be the end of the Royals series in Kansas City. Then we'll actually travel back home to host the Cincinnati Reds in another edition of the Battle of Ohio, as we join back up with the Major League squad. That'll be next episode, and we'll start off with seeing Shane Bieber on the mound for the Royals. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you guys think of these minor league episodes. Do you like them? Do you continue want to see them? Do you have any suggestions on how to change them? But make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.